What is up, fam? It's Smiles for Miles. Welcome to Gig Life Driver. I hope they're in your subscription today, and a little thumbs up for this content. Um, Wanted to share my end of my first week of doing DoorDash Wednesday to Sunday because I was working my W-2 until Tuesday morning, and yeah, it was interesting. To say the least. I enjoyed it. A lot of odd things did happen and occurred while I was out delivering. I don't do any shop and pays. I don't do any of the cash exchange. I haven't gotten any of the uh, sorry about that. I have something stuck in my tooth. Even though my teeth are falling out from stress and abuse my whole life. Uh, I did have a few interesting situations occur while I was out delivering. So I decided to take my new moped scooter. 49.9cc is considered a moped here in the state of Arizona. I cannot ride it in the bicycle lane at all. Um, I can filter through traffic like a motorcycle. But I can use bicycle crosswalks. So if there's a crosswalk crossing a major street, and the street you can only go right, or if you're coming from the opposite direction, you can only go right. You can't go forward or take a left. But I can use the bicycle crosswalk, at least here in my city. So I'm rolling up to that intersection across the street on my moped, heading back to the general area I like to pick up offers. And there's a guy on a bike, and I'm nice to everybody. Hey, how's it going? You know you're not supposed to have that on here. Do you know you're not supposed to have it on here? I'm like, um, oh no. He said, why is your moped on the bicycle thing? I said, because I can. And it's true. That's according to law. I can. So that was my answer, because I can. I smelled a Karen a mile away. So I said, because I can. And he just kept proceeding. So I didn't get angry. I didn't raise my voice. I just started calling him Sunshine and Darling and Sugar Plum and Sugar Buns. Sugar Buns. And he didn't know what to do with that. Well, I'm sitting in a little scooter. It's small. It's tiny. And I'm a big dude, but you can't really gauge how big of a dude I am until I stand up. And then once I stand up, you're like, oh, okay, he's 6'2", 6'1", 6'2". He's a pretty big dude. And he's got some freaking crazy guns. So, long story short, I leave him and I go on to my delivery. And then I saw him the next day. And this time he's riding an electric scooter, and he's in an alleyway he's not supposed to be in because it's closed off. I'm not supposed to be in there either, but I'm not very far in. I'm at the perimeter of it, at the mouth of the alley, delivering food to a customer. And he's like, hey, you want to race? And I saw him coming, and he looked at me, and he saw the fear on his face. He was like, oh, I'm not fucking with this guy again. I didn't realize the stature of that man. And he goes, hey, you want to race? I'm like, yeah, let's race. That'd be awesome. And he's like, pretending he's like doing a wheelie. So he went from Karen to a fairly decent guy out of fear, because he realized that I could probably just pound his face into the ground. Because he's not a very big dude. He's got a Napoleon complex. So yeah, that was that. On Friday, I went and delivered a pizza to some college girls, sorority girls, and they're all sunbathing. Yay me! Anywho, I delivered the food, and they all gathered at the entrance of the gate. I was just delivering it. I guess they wanted to see who the delivery driver was, because you can see my picture. I don't know. I don't know rhyme or reason or why, but they all gathered, a little gaggle of them. All little cutie pies, just cute little college girls. And so I delivered the pizza, and I said, you guys have a great day and have fun. I said, don't forget to have a beer for the old man. And they're like, yeah, we'll drink a beer for you. And then one of them goes, hey, check these out. And she pulls her bikini top up and shows me her girls. And I'm like, I've seen girls 1,000 times. I'm an old man. So I just looked at her and I said, girls are looking good, darling. You guys have a blessed day. And I got on my scooter and left. So That's happened before, but it was last year. But yeah, and this is my 1 year anniversary with DoorDash. So my first week was interesting. I made $279 for about probably 12 hours of work. Let me see, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I worked 3 to 4 hours a day for 5 days, so 15, let's just say 15 hours, 20 hours. Not too bad, not too bad, 279. Um, I have a feeling that my orders will increase once I turn platinum, because even though I'm getting offers every day, I'm going into work, it's not one after the other like it used to be. And then when you're platinum, you can dash now. So if you get hit with a lull, unless it's busy, the area is busy, and you go log off to log back in, as showing the AI, that the algorithm, that you're a new driver, even though you're just driving, but it doesn't know that, and it'll start sending you more offers. Well, you can't do that when you're gold, because unless it's busy. So that's something I'm curious to see how that works. One thing I did notice though, when my shift was up at 3 o'clock, it didn't automatically log me out like it used to. It let me just go. I didn't have to extend my dash. It just let me keep going. So I dashed for like another 44 minutes, like 3:44. I was just like, I'm done. Tomorrow's another day. But that was interesting in my marketplace, that it didn't cut me off right at the time slot that I had set up to end my dash. It just let me keep going. So there's a few interesting things that are going on. I'm not really digging the new mapping system. It's Google, but the interaction between DoorDash's app and Google. If you're wondering what I'm vaping Free Gnomes, and it's Apple. Maybe you can see that. Apple peach, green apple, and pear. Oh, I know there's pear in there. It's really good. So, I lost my train of thought. I'm just gonna go off rando. But you know what I mean? Like, it's been an interesting time. I'm curious to see how DoorDash works out when I'm turned platinum, which will happen this week. I'm at 73. I just need another 27, and I'll get it this week. I'll get those within the first 3 days of the week. So I'm curious to see the change with platinum. Other than that, everything has been really well. Scooter's running like a little champ. Moped, if you prefer. Running like a little champ. Love that little thing. It's so much fun to ride. So small and agile. I can just get through places. It's been cool. Oh, that was another thing. The third thing that weird happened. I was coming back from a delivery after seeing the Karen that turned into a fairly decent guy out of fear, which is smart. Like, don't be stupid and start shit with people you don't know. Because even if I wasn't a big dude, you don't know my training. You don't know what I'm able to do to you. You know what I mean? Like, don't do stupid like that, because you're putting yourself in jeopardy. So anyways, I'm heading back to the area I like to go pick up offers, and this guy just flips me off. I don't know him, didn't recognize him, nothing. Just flipped me off. And I'm like, is that how big it is? And he just got red face. I'm like, because I stopped. I'm like, is that how big it is? Because you don't look very big, buddy. I said, you have yourself a great time there, sunshine. Enjoy your day, Stacy. And I just fucked with him. Just kept calling him girl names and messing around with him. Because, hey, I'm a big dude and I know how to fight. You grow up a fat kid, you learn how to fight. Or you get bullied. Those are the two choices you have. You learn to fight or you get bullied. I learned to fight. And then because I was a fat kid, I know how to fight with weight behind me. So it really is a dangerous situation for somebody to try to bully me. And now in my old age, I have zero toleration. Zero toleration for bullies of any sort or any kind, any age. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not going to get anywhere with me. I'm going to put you in your place, or if you're a fucking dude, I'm going to put my hands on you. I'm going to hurt you really bad. If you bully other people in front of me, you're even in more jeopardy than you are bullying with me. I have tolerance, but I have zero tolerance for people bullying other people. Seniors, children, pets, animals. Doesn't matter. If it's a situation of that nature, you're in a lot of trouble if you do that in front of me. I will hurt you. I don't care. I don't mind going to jail. By the way, I don't mind. I'm like, to have the satisfaction of beating down a bully and the repercussions, I go spend 24 in jail. Fine, let's go. I'm doing it. I'll keep doing it. I'll do it no matter what. So, but other than that, it was really cool doing the DoorDash again. I'm really liking being back. I missed everybody I worked with. All of them missed me as well. Got a lot of hugs. Where the hell were you? A lot of that was coming out. Super stoked that I'm back, and I am as well. Well, plus, you just can't beat delivering food either on a bicycle or electric bike or a moped, scooter, whatever. Because you're just really out there. You're out there, you're experiencing the area around you, the neighborhood, the people walking, seeing families walking their dogs, couples walking their pets or their dogs, all the college girls running around in bikinis because it is springtime here in the old Pueblo, and they're out sunbathing in big numbers and big grassy knolls we have all over campus. So it's always a nice visual to see these beautiful young women out there getting a tan. So, but yeah, it's been really cool. The party is going on, darting all over the place, from Greek Row darting to just rando houses, in the neighborhoods I deliver, just darting. That's daytime partying, if you don't know. Most of you do know. But, so, yeah, it's just been really a lot of fun. I'm getting ready to start doing some upgrades to my scooter. My scooter tops out. Honda Metropolitans, Honda Ruckuses, I don't ever ride full throttle because then you're asking for valve adjustments to occur a lot faster than if you just drive it normally. So I usually drive like 3/4 throttle, and it gives me about 40 miles an hour. I don't need really much more around here. I avoid the more of the bigger streets, like the 3-lane streets, but some of them are speed traps, and you can do 35 miles on them, and you're good, But I'm going to start upgrading. I'm getting some wider tires for handleability, new exhaust. I just ordered a new shock because the stock shocks on Honda Metropolitans are just god-awful. And so that's coming. I'm ordering CDI from Rolling Wrench. And I'm wanting to get an exhaust from JustRuckShop.com. I'm getting some other little tidbits from the Ruck Shop in Florida. That's where I got my shock from. But yeah, so I'm just starting to build that up. I have 2 other Metropolitans that I told you guys about. The owner that I bought this from gave me. So I'm going to take the second one, and I'm going to pull the engine out of that and put in a Ruckus engine, and it'll stretch out. It'll do a stretch on the wheelbase because Ruckus engines are longer. And then I'm going to pull the gearing guts out of the Metropolitan and put them in the Ruck and put the Ruck gears into the Met, and that engine will just sit on the sidelines in case I need it for something. And then I'll be building that Metropolitan with the Ruckus engine and Ruckus swing arm into a custom. The third Ruckus is the wiring harness was cut at the ignition and needs to be reconnected. The wires need to be reconnected. So that's going to go up on Craigslist as a mechanic special. Probably it needs a front fender and it needs a ignition key cover. Will be outside of the cover. There's a cover, the little cover, but the big one. So that's going to go on Craigslist as a mechanic special, probably like $300-400, and it's got all of them got titles. All of them got clean and clear titles. So that's the plan with the scooters, the Metropolitan that I use for work. I'm going to paint the rims red. I'm going to get a rear lug nut spike cover for it. They're really cool. They're aluminum. I don't want anodized. I just want raw. I'm getting front fork spools, raw spools. For the front, I'm painting the wheels. I'm going to keep the stock Metropolitan wheels. I'm going to paint them red to match the body, or add another red to match the body, because the cowls are a different red than the body is. And I believe the center horn cast is a different red than the leg shields. So I'm going to paint the wheels red. I'm going to put some 120/90/10 in the back and a 100/90/10 in the front. That'll widen the handleability of the scooter. Better turning, and I'm just going to keep it all tucked under the bike. I'm not going to do any stretch work on it or anything of that nature. I am going to get a CDI, like I said, from Rolling Wrench. They have a CDI that does not kill the on and off switch, and something else it does that doesn't, the NCY does, that the Rolling Wrench version doesn't. And I'm going to get that, and I'll cut the rev limiter, and it'll give me a higher top end speed, probably with my size of human being on it. I'll probably, there's a young lady at TR Ruckus shop in Florida. She's got a Met. She's getting 63 miles, but she's like 5'1", and I am 6'1", so I'm a foot taller, and I'm definitely, 85, 90 pounds heavier than she is. So I figure, mathematically, I figured I'd probably get anywhere from 52 to 56 miles an hour. The comparison of the 4-stroke in comparison to my 2-stroke people, 50cc gas mileage. This is liquid cooled. Gas mileage is so much better on this Honda Metropolitan. It's insane. I would put $2 daily into my Kemco 50cc 2-stroke people, and my Met I'm putting in $2 every 2 days, so it's way better on gas mileage. But yeah, that's what's going on so far. I'm going to do some more POVs, driving and delivering, and videoing myself out in the wild. I doubt I'll whip out cameras when girls flash me the girls flash me their boobies. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Keep getting out there and do that hustle. It's worth it. You never know what you're missing until it's gone.